Hi guys, welcome to my channel. You're watching movie and TV show reviews hosted by me, Mary Lene. And for all my couch potatoes and bed watchers who love binge watching TV shows and movies, this is the show for you. Since it's Tuesday, it means it's TV Show Tuesdays. And today, we will be reviewing the newly acclaimed TV show, Love Is, on the OWN network, so you guys can check it out.
Asking for answers. Like what you're hiding.
Nuri, you're my fresh start.
I think that's what love is. Being a witness for the one you love. Their complete journey.
So let's get into this TV show. It was created by Mara Kill and Salima Kill, creators of TV shows like Girlfriends and Being Mary Jane. So if those are some shows that you guys love, this is definitely something that you want to check out. This is also a romantic movie, so for all my hopeless romantics out there who love seeing a great love story, this is the perfect one for you. I watch this show every Tuesday when it comes on, and it gives me such relationship fever. Heard that? Anyway, let's get into this. Love Is was released June 19th, 2018, 10 days after my birthday. Do the math. It has a great, beautiful black cast featuring Will Catlett, who plays young Yasir. And if you're familiar with Issa Rae Productions, you'd see him in First and Giants, which are featured on YouTube. Which I also think I might do a review of those two because they're also great shows. Then we have Clark Peters, who plays the older Yasir. We have Michelle Weaver, who plays young Nuri. Wendy Davis, who plays the older Nuri. Love Is set in LA in the 1990s. I personally love anything about the 90s, so if you guys are interested in old kind of in 1990s kind of shows, this is perfect show for you. Let's get into the plot and premise of this show. The show is based around two people, Nuri and Yasir. Nuri is a young woman. She is fresh in her writing career. She writes for this TV show called Marvin, and she wants to be a creator and create all these different shows. She has her own house, she has her own car, she has her own money, everything's all for her. Then we have Yasir in his 30s, bouncing around from place to place. And the time that the show is set, he moved to LA a year ago, and he's still trying to figure out his way. He has no job, his car barely works, living with his ex-girlfriend / best friend. Their whole relationship is crazy. Him and Ruby, just a crazy relationship. His aspirations are to be a director and writer of, movies, TV shows, all of that. When he sees that Nuri is so accomplished with herself and is doing so much for himself, it really pushes him to want to be better. They meet a year prior to when the show is set, and Nuri's fresh out of college. She's trying to figure out what she wants to do with her life. She's buckling down, writing every day, trying to get better. And Yasir has just moved to LA. He's trying to figure out where he should go in his career. He's trying to find a job. He's with his best friend and everything like that. And then a year after they meet, that's when everything starts to get into action. When they first meet, they meet in a coffee shop, and then a year later, when Yasir's ready to find her again, he finds her at a furniture store because she's trying to furnish her new house. And then they decide to meet up at this coffee shop where they talk for hours. Same coffee shop that they were when they first met, and they stay there for hours until everyone's gone. Even the owner has to kick them out. So they've really connected on a deep level. I love this show because I'm a hopeless romantic myself, so seeing two people who just have this instant connection be so close to each other, it's a really heartwarming for me, because I imagine that love at first sight is like that. So watching it on TV and also knowing that it's something that happened in real life, it gives me life. And certain parts of the TV show, it'll cut to interview style, an interview style footage where the older Yasir and older Nuri are talking about their lives now and how they've grown, and giving more insight into the TV show narration. Now for me, I thought that Nuri and Yasir were the real people in real life. They're all fictional characters, and I think that's one thing that threw me off about the show that I didn't like. I didn't connect Mara Kill and Salima Kill. I didn't connect them together, and the show is really about their lives, but they just created Yasir and Nuri for the good of the show. And in an interview with Oprah, they actually told her that a lot of what is in the show is real. I don't know, it just made it feel so distant for me that they weren't in the show and we were watching a completely, fictional relationship that's based on them, but not really them. You know what I mean? But anyway, if you don't think about that, then the show is absolutely very great. Yasir, he's broke, like broke with a capital B and a K. It's so bad. His car is broke down. He has to call for rides. His phone, his beeper, yes, beepers did exist back then. His beeper is off. He can't pay the bills. He has to use phone booths to do all these things just so that Nori will never know how bad off he is. He's a man. He doesn't want his woman to see him struggle. He wants to provide for her. He wants to do things for her, but he knows he's so far behind Nori that it's gonna take him a minute to catch up. That's one of the reasons why he loves her, because she forces him to like be alright. You have to get your life together. She has her whole life together. She has a career, house, everything for herself, and he's just trying to get on that level. It's so much more than that. In the show, Nori's life, she has so many men that have these things, but she's not happy with them. She's not satisfied with them. And Yasir has none of these things, but he still satisfies her soul, gives her something that she's been missing. I think that goes to show in ourselves and in our society. A lot of women and a lot of men want people who look good on paper, people who look good on social media. We don't really look inside to see the person that we're really with. And I love this show because they love each other for what they are together and who they can be together. Not the things that they can have, not the houses, not the money, not the cars. It's all about them being together, and I think that's the most important part of the show. They do go through their obstacles. Nori has other people telling her, no, he's not good for you, he's using you, not right for you. Then you have Yasir in his own head. Nori's a lot younger than him, and she's figuring out how she should be as a woman, and he's trying to help her. Another thing I like about this show is how guiding he is. He doesn't bash her for being young-minded or anything. Instead of being like, oh, you're such a child, you'll never understand, he's helping her grow, because as a relationship, they both need to grow together. She pushes him to get a job. She pushes him to, you know, start writing. He does these things through her, and it's such a great story about how two people in love can build on each other. I love this show. There's no other way to say it. It's very insightful on the way things were in the 90s, and I love how even though it's in the 90s, a lot of things that they talk about are still present right now. Listening to other people, telling your business to other people, jealousy of careers. One thing about this show that I love the most is Nuri and her friend Angela are two writers on a show called Marvin. They're only females in the writer's room, and it's so hard for them to get men to take them seriously, get their ideas out, not sound so overbearing. That's something for me as a filmmaker myself, always having to prove myself in a room. I love watching them handle it so gracefully. I'm learning more and more about how to, you know, have my dominance in the workroom and still not, you know, fall into stereotypes as the angry black woman. A lot of black women in corporate America and businesses and film can relate to. So I really think that they did a great job in depicting on how a woman should be in these situations. This show is great about showing the growth of a black man and a black woman. When I saw Nuri on screen and I saw that she was a black woman writing for a TV show, had her own house, had her own car in LA, I was like, did they put my dreams onto a TV screen? I swear, inspired is not the word. I just feel so grateful to see a black woman out on TV doing what I wish that I could do one day, which I hope that I do one day. And the fact that it's based on a true story, it's based on Mara Kill, I'm just like, it's possible. This is what they mean when representation matters. It matters because it inspires girls like me, it inspires men like Yasir to do what they dreamed of doing and not letting anything get in their way. And it also inspires black people to find their love, to find somebody whose interests are similar to you, to work together, to build together. And I think that's so beautiful. Alright guys, that's my review on Love Is. I absolutely recommend it. On a scale of 1, never watch it again, and 10, you know, give it every award possible, I give it an 8.5. Only say this because it really did throw me off that Mara Kill and Salima Kill weren't in the show. Other than that, this is a very beautiful show. That's the only word that I can give to you. So thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment down below on how you felt about this review. Also give me any suggestions for other films or TV shows that you want to see a review on. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next Tuesday.